The Imran Khan-led government is going to be facing a no-trust vote on Sunday. Ahead of the vote, Imran Khan made some sensational claims in a recent interview. The Pakistan Prime Minister has claimed there is danger to his life. He also detailed the three options given to him by the establishment. Take a look at this report.
जब तक आखिरी गेंद नहीं खेला जाता, मैच नहीं हारा जाता. हमने आखिरी गेंद तक लड़ना है.
Pakistan's Prime Minister is on his stickiest wicket yet. Imran Khan's fate hangs in the balance. On Sunday, he faces a no-trust vote against him. The Prime Minister listed three options given to him by the so-called establishment.
हमारी establishment है, उन्होंने ऑफर दी कि जी तीन चीजें हैं, या आप अदम एतमाद का वोट चले जाएं, या आप इस्तीफा दे दें, और या इलेक्शन.
A possible end to Imran's innings could be near, but he refuses to go down without a fight.
हमने कहा इलेक्शन सबसे बेहतर तरीका है. इस्तीफा मैं कभी सोच भी नहीं सकता, और अदम एतमाद वोट का मतलब ये कि मैं तो बिलीव करता हूँ कि आखिरी मिनट तक लड़ूंगा. खैर है कि अब इन लोगों के साथ तो हम गवर्नमेंट नहीं चला सकते. अगर हम ये निकल भी जाते हैं, हम मसलन मेजॉरिटी भी मिल जाती है, तो असल में पाकिस्तान के लिए तो बेहतर होगा फिर से हम इलेक्शन करवा के पता चल जाए कौन दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो जाए.
अरबों की करप्शन करवाई.
Under mounting pressure to resign as Pakistan's Wazir-e-Azam, Imran is also ready for a no-trust vote.
ये जो अंदर जाके जो अपने ज़मीर बेचे के बैठे हुए हैं, 20-25 करोड़ रुपए लेके अपने मुल्क से गद्दारी कर रहे हैं, बाहर की साजिश का हिस्सा बने हुए हैं, उसमें हम सबको दावत दी ताकि इनको पता चल जाए कि ये जो अब आप एक इंटरनेशनल साजिश का हिस्सा हैं ये गवर्नमेंट को गिराने में, ताकि इनको कोई शक ना रहे.
The leader slammed allies for deserting the PTI-led coalition.
मैं सारी कौम के सामने देखना चाहता हूं कि ये कौन बेशर्म लोग हैं जो अपनी ज़मीर का सौदा करेंगे, अपनी कौम बेचेंगे. ये सारे मीर जाफर और मीर सादुकों की मैं कौम को शक्लें दिखाना चाहता हूं.
Mincing no words against the opposition, Imran accused them of wanting to divide the nation.
ये चलाएंगे कैसे अब गवर्नमेंट? ये जो सारा पलंदा इकट्ठा हुआ है कि फजल रहमान प्रेसिडेंट बन जाएगा, वो बिलावल को कुछ बना देंगे, वो मरियम को कुछ बना देंगे, शहबाज शरीफ अक्सर चला के बड़ी देर से इंतजार कर रहे हैं कि मैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन जाऊंगा. ये मुल्क चलेगा कैसे? कभी ऐसे भी मुल्क चला है कि बंदर बांट होगी मुल्क की.
The future of Imranistan will be decided on the floor of the House. Can Imran Khan survive the push to oust him? Bureau Report, India Today.
Amid ongoing instability in the Pakistan government, it's the Pakistan military which always has the final say. While all fingers currently point at Imran Khan for economic mismanagement, we bring you with the details of the kind of wealth Pakistan Army has raked up over the years. The Army, through its different trusts, is known to be the biggest business house in Pakistan. Here's more.
Pakistan's armed forces has always had the final say. After ruling the country for half of its history, the Pakistan military, even till date, acts as the towering authority, calling shots behind the scenes. Pakistan's civilian leaders have long clashed with the military. They either go along with the army or stand at risk of being ousted. This time, it's Imran Khan who's fallen out of favour. While all fingers currently point at Imran Khan for economic mismanagement, here's a look at the kind of wealth the Pakistan Army has raked up over the years. One of the reasons why they're entrenched in the country's politics. From street corner petrol pumps to banks, sprawling industrial parks, dairy farms, cement plants, schools to bakery houses, the Pakistan Army, through its different trusts, is known to be the biggest business house in Pakistan. The Pakistan Army controls over 50 conglomerates worth approximately $20 billion. Yes, that's the estimated wealth Pakistan Army has generated. In a written response to a question by a senator from the Pakistan People's Party, the then Defence Minister Khwaja Asif admitted there are nearly 50 projects, units and housing colonies functioning in the country under the administrative control of Fauji Foundation, Shaheen Foundation, Bharia Foundation, Army Welfare Foundation, Defence Housing Authorities. The Pakistan Army's most prized assets are the several housing societies in 8 cities of Pakistan. They boast of land worth over 2 lakh crore rupees. Army officers are entitled to receiving prime land at discounted rates. In fact, profits from these businesses are distributed among shareholders, many of whom are now retired soldiers. The Pakistan Army and its corrupt practices have been widely discussed. Aisha Siddiqa, the author who detailed information on Pakistan's military wealth in her book called Military Inc. Inside Pakistan's Military Economy, claims that Pakistan Army's private wealth is split between $10 billion in land and $10 billion in private military assets. She also estimates that military controls 1/3 of all heavy manufacturing in the country and up to 7% of Pakistani private assets. Meanwhile, according to Credit Suisse's February 2022 report, 25 former Pakistan Army officers have accounts in Swiss banks, undeclared assets of about 80,000 crore rupees deposited, 15,000 crore rupees deposited in the account of former ISI chief General Akhtar Abdul Rahman Khan, and 500 accounts linked to 1,400 Pakistani citizens. Some of the most prominent Pakistani army men who've been accused of large-scale corruption include General Shafatullah Shah's property worth 5,000 crores was exposed in London. Former ISI chief Major General Nusrat Naeem's offshore companies worth 2,700 crores came to light. Former Army Chief General Ashfaq Khiani's brothers involved in multi-billion housing scandal in Islamabad. General Asad Dur was found to have undeclared assets worth 2,000 crores in a Swiss bank. General Asim Salim Bajwa invested 22,000 crores in American pizza chain Papa John's. General Rahman allegedly helped funnel billions of dollars in cash and other aid from the United States and other countries to aid Afghanistan's Mujahideen in their fight against the Soviet Union in the 80s. General Parvez Musharraf has built nearly 30 properties, fancy farmhouses, luxury apartments in the Middle East and London, along with houses in Karachi and other Pakistani cities. And it's not as if the Pakistan Army is underpaid. A 3-star general retires as a billionaire in Pakistani rupees. Pakistan state gives concessional plots, both commercial and residential, along with huge grants of agricultural land. There are innumerable scandals and sordid stories of financial bungling, of bribery, extortion and more by serving and retired generals for personal profit. There are also reports of their involvement in smuggling rackets and narcotics trafficking. So far in the history of Pakistan, 72 officers above the rank of major have been suspended on charges of corruption. Bureau Report, India Today.